What unfolds when an ordinary invitation transforms into an evening that reshapes every boundary of longing? Picture yourself entering a realm where bonds, closeness, and hidden desires intertwine in a stunning instant. This isn't merely a tale, it's an adventure into the unforeseen, where a single choice can unravel all that you believed about bonds. Before I share the tale of the night that transformed everything, take a moment to reflect. If you've ever experienced longing that challenges the limits of what can be, if you yearn for narratives that defy expectations, hit subscribe. Some moments demand to be shared, echoing with the weight of their significance. It began with an unassuming invitation. My dear friend Holden reached out to me, inviting me to a spontaneous gathering at his stunning penthouse. Just a couple of drinks, a bit of chatter. He penned, "You're going to adore it." Though I hesitated at first, Holden had a knack for weaving tales that made everything seem utterly captivating. After a long week, I thought a little diversion might do me some good. As I entered the elevator that would take me straight to his apartment, I had no idea that my life was on the brink of transformation. Holden welcomed me at the door, radiating his usual charm. His warm smile and the gentle touch of his hand on my back as he led me inside created an atmosphere that felt so effortlessly natural. He had a remarkable way of making me feel at home, as if I truly fit in. "With impeccable timing," he remarked as he passed me a glass of whiskey, perfectly chilled with just the right amount of ice. Allow me to share the tales of my companions. The penthouse was breathtaking, just like it always is. The expansive windows revealed a dazzling tapestry of city lights, while the soothing melodies of jazz danced through the atmosphere. Holden embodied elegance and charm in every way. In a dark suit with an open collar, he wore a playful smirk that hinted at untold tales, making you feel like you were part of an exclusive narrative. It was then that I crossed paths with Silas. He found himself propped against the elegant marble bar, a scene waiting to unfold. With a relaxed posture and a confident grin, he seemed ready to share a tale or two. He exuded a raw, captivating aura, a kind of essence that naturally drew people in, effortlessly commanding their focus. And then came Callum, calm and watchful. His intense gaze felt like it could unveil the deepest secrets within me. At first he was quiet, yet there was something captivating about his serene presence. The four of us found ourselves weaving a comfortable tapestry of connection, whispers of shared moments, bursts of joy, the gentle sound of toasting glasses. Holden was the life of the room, captivating everyone with his tales that had us all in stitches. Silas interjected with his own witty comments, his voice rich and textured, while Callum primarily absorbed the conversation, occasionally adding these impeccably timed insights that captivated everyone around him. The atmosphere in the room was undeniable. The whiskey was more than just a drink. It was a comforting embrace, igniting tales of warmth within me. It was those individuals. In their unique styles, they all appeared to weave a captivating narrative that pulled me closer. At a certain moment, the dialogue danced into a whimsical realm. Holden leaned forward, a playful sparkle dancing in his gaze. "Very well," he remarked, placing his glass on the table. "Let's add some intrigue to this. How about a fun game of honesty? Truthfully, no reservations, just the raw essence." Silas arched an eyebrow, intrigued by the unfolding narrative. With a sly grin, he remarked, "That's dangerous." "Indeed," Holden responded. "Let me begin. What's the boldest adventure you've ever embarked on?" The responses were quite entertaining. Silas once found himself slipping into a concert, eager for the thrill of the experience. Callum shared how he found himself on an unexpected journey to Europe, driven by a spontaneous decision. As I stepped forward, I could feel the weight of everyone's gaze upon me. I chuckled uneasily, raising my glass to my lips. "I wonder if I've ever embarked on an adventure quite that bold." Silas's smile grew even broader. "It appears that you possess a certain spark within you." Holden inched forward, eager to share his tale. Tonight could be the night for transformation. The atmosphere in the room transformed, imbued with an indescribable energy. And then Holden posed the question that transformed everything. Imagine having the chance to share an evening with someone special from this group. Who would capture your interest the most? My heart raced as their eyes locked onto me. I sensed the playful banter, yet the fervor in their gaze revealed a deeper anticipation for a response. Rather than picking just one, I discovered myself thinking, why not embrace all three? It was intended to be humorous. That's the narrative I crafted for myself. Yet the expressions on their faces in that moment revealed a shared understanding among them. Holden took the initiative, stepping forward with purpose. He moved nearer, his fingers lightly grazing my hand as he lifted my glass and placed it on the table. He spoke gently, his voice a rich whisper, acknowledging her undeniable ability to capture attention. His hand lingered on mine, and he leaned in with a closeness that spoke volumes, the air between us charged with unspoken emotion. It had a warmth that wrapped around you, a welcoming embrace with a hint of playful challenge, as if he were gently probing the depths of the moment. My breath hitched as his other hand found its way to the small of my back, drawing me nearer. Suddenly, I sensed Silas' presence behind me, a feeling I couldn't ignore. He rested his hands on my hips, his touch steady, yet gentle. "You're not the only one who's captivating," he whispered softly, his lips brushing against my ear before moving down to leave a warm trail of kisses along my neck. Holden hands glided over my hips, while Silas's warm palms held my waist, anchoring me as they shared a meaningful glance behind me. Their touches, each unique, wove together in a harmonious dance that enveloped my senses. Callum stood before me, his eyes unwavering, a blend of admiration and longing, as he extended his hand, gently mapping a path from my collarbone to my jaw. His touch was gentle yet firm, as if he wished to relish every second of the experience. Silas stood close, his presence both rugged and tender, a contrast that sent a wave of emotion through me. He moved with quiet confidence, helping me out of the evening's formality as the night opened into something far more intimate, emotionally and spiritually. I lingered for a moment, feeling the cool air caress my bare skin, but that sensation was fleeting. "Holden." Hands glided over my thighs, his lips delivering soft, gentle kisses along the curve of my neck. "You're stunning," he whispered, his tone deep and rough. Callum stepped closer, his touch calm and sincere, the space between us filled with quiet intensity that made the moment linger. As his lips met mine, a wave of warmth washed over me, causing my legs to tremble. I found myself leaning closer, fingers clutching his shoulders to steady myself. With a soft laugh, Silas stood behind me, his hands leading me with a gentle yet firm touch toward the couch. "Allow me to ease your mind," he said, his voice rich with assurance. As they gently placed me onto the soft cushions, a thrilling blend of excitement and yielding washed over me. Silas knelt beside me, his large hands exploring the curve of my waist, his touch igniting a cascade of shivers within me. Holden positioned himself behind me, his presence unwavering and reassuring as his hands found their way to the small of my back. Callum stood close, his gaze locked onto mine as he moved to the strap of my bra, his fingers gently grazing my skin. He eased it down with care, each motion intentional, as if he wished to relish every second. Holden leaned in from behind, his breath whispering secrets against my ear. "You're amazing," he breathed, his voice barely above a whisper. With a deft touch, Silas's hands located the clasp, and in a fluid movement, the final obstacle was removed. I took a deep breath as their gestures expressed a connection that went beyond words, deliberate, tender, and full of meaning, as if they were committing every contour of my skin to memory. Callum pressed his lips against mine once more, gentle yet determined, as his hands ventured downward, his warmth enveloping me, steadying my senses, while Silas's touch was more abrupt, filled with urgency. "Holden." Fingers danced across my back, weaving a tapestry of sensations that were both calming and exhilarating. Silas's lips brushed against my collarbone, while his hands firmly held my hips, drawing me onto his lap. His strength was unmistakable, and I sensed an irresistible draw as he placed me exactly where he intended. With a firm grip, Callum's hands anchored me in place, his gaze deep and intense as he drew closer, our lips meeting in a moment charged with emotion. Holden shifted closer, his hands lightly gliding over my thighs, his lips softly touching my neck as he murmured, "You're everything I envisioned." They savored the moment, each one contributing a unique vibe. Silas exuded an air of assured control, while Callum offered a gentle and unwavering warmth, and Holden brought a light-hearted spirit filled with playful banter. Each caress, each kiss, each soft-spoken word resonated within me, leaving me utterly breathless. Silas gently guided me, a mix of strength and understanding, while Callum leaned in with a quiet expression of care. As Holden's fingers intertwined with mine, his unwavering presence grounded me, allowing me to fully embrace the experience unfolding around us. And then the moment arrived, a rush of emotion so intense and unexpected, it left me breathless, held within the warmth of their shared presence. It was more than mere passion, it was a vibrant tapestry of connection, a harmonious blend of sensations that left me gasping and utterly transformed. The night blossomed with vivid moments and feelings, their caress, their whispers, the way they collaborated to ensure I remained the heart of their attention. It transcended the physical realm, an invisible bond, a vibrant energy that coursed through the four of us. As time slipped away, we found ourselves entwined on the couch, bathed in the gentle illumination of the city lights that danced around us. Silas reclined, his arm casually resting over me, his breaths calm and rhythmic. Callum sat beside me, his fingers gently wandering over my arm, creating invisible designs in the air between us. He looked my way, a gentle smile gracing his lips, his face reflecting a blend of appreciation and contentment. Holden perched on the edge of the couch, his hand gently placed on my leg, gazing out at the skyline. That, he remarked, shattering the stillness, was a moment that truly deserved the anticipation. Silas let out a soft laugh, his voice rich and inviting. "I'm sure we can all see that clearly." A smile crept across my face, my chest continuing to rise and fall with the lingering tremors of all that had just unfolded. "I've never experienced a night quite like this," I confessed quietly. Callum bent closer, placing a soft kiss on my temple. "It was your fate," he remarked with a calm demeanor. His voice resonated with a genuine warmth that tugged at my heartstrings in the most beautiful manner. The evening melted into gentle chuckles and hushed exchanges, the four of us reveling in the warmth of the bond we had forged. It was more than just passion. It was a moment that would linger in my memory, a tale I would revisit in my thoughts for years ahead. It's your moment now. Have you ever experienced an evening that changed everything for you? A moment so vivid, so impactful, that it transformed everything? Share your boldest and most heartfelt experience in the comments below. If this tale struck a chord with you, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and let's continue these genuine, unfiltered discussions together. Your truth could be the narrative that liberates another soul.